Next section talks about an agreement in restraint of trade. And again, very clearly, this section says that every agreement by which anyone is restrained from exercising a lawful profession, trade, or business is to that extent void. Any agreement which has the effect of restraining a trade is not enforceable by law. But there is an exception to this section. As regards goodwill. Where goodwill is sold, in that case, certain restrictions can be put on the person who sells the goodwill. And those restrictions, the agreement containing those restrictions will be enforceable by law. So what does the exception say? One who sells goodwill of a business may agree with the buyer of the goodwill, to refrain from carrying on a similar business within specified but reasonable local limits, so long as the buyer carries on a like business. So in a given time frame and in a given territorial limit, restrictions can be imposed. The person who sells the goodwill of a business to another person, then in that agreement itself, there may be a condition that the seller of the goodwill will not carry on similar business within certain specified local limits for a specified time period, which time period is as long as the buyer carries on the business. Such an agreement will be perfectly enforceable because it falls within the exception to section 27.